Hello, welcome welcome back to Lena My Name, Luna the Moon, Luna's Tarot channel. And today we are reading for Helena, and we are looking into her work life and profession. This is slightly different because, wait, hold on. Profession and her future. And this is a general advice. And this is slightly different because these two card is not exactly like super linked, so then this will just be a general advice for you. But if you would like a more in-depth reading for this, then please do communicate with me. Okay, before getting into the reading, I will once again disclaim that I am not a professional reader and I do this as a hobby. So please be nice and just take what resonates and leave the rest. Like, tarot card to me is a method for you to connect to your subconscious, like, other than like the universe and spiritual aspect, of course, but like in terms of psychology, I do consider it a way for you to connect to your subconscious, subconscious, S-U-B, that subconscious. But yeah, please just like allow whatever thoughts surface and just embrace it, and that's about it. Please consider to comment, like, and or subscribe and share my channel with your friends if you like to do that. But anyways, let's get into the reading. First, let's look at the profession things. Oh, is your profession something related to marriage? Because that's just boom, marriage. But yeah, this card is the Four of Wands, and like, Wands usually talks about will, passion, drive, project, and career, and Four talks about stability, structure, and or stagnation. But this card in particular, it feels like you know, like, because okay, 2 talks about relationship, and 4 is also like 2 twos, marriage, you know, and it literally looks like a fucking marriage. Like, this person is like having a veil on them, or however you say that word. It's a marriage. My visual element things, like, for this, all I'm talking about is because you're talking about profession, and for some people, okay, either your profession is something related to marriage, like wedding planner, or like things like that, or like maybe your final goal is to just be a happy housewife, or just like be with your family. That's your end goal of your profession. That's what I'm seeing at this. Like, or I think this also looks like, even if you're not talking about wedding, it looks like a celebration. So, because like confetti, right? So even if your end goal is not like being a housewife or like having a family and things like that, it does look like your career, or whatever that dream of yours in terms of work, will be successful. But yeah, that's it from the visual elements. Let's look into the divinatory meaning. So this is the Four of Wands. This card indicates a formal or organized celebration or party. Something wonderful has happened, and you and your friends or family or colleagues have the chance to really acknowledge all the hard work you put into achieving a goal. This can be anything such as wedding, a birthday party, a retirement party, a graduation celebration, and it could even be something like celebrating a political victory or gallery opening. The advice is to take part in making this event the best it can be, and most of all, enjoy. Yeah, like you look so happy, like whoever you are. But I'm looking at this person because their face is shining so bright and it just captures your attention. So it feels like this is the person that you will be, and it's just like you will be glowing with joy, like literally. So yeah, it looks like your professional life either is right now, will be soon, or just like will be in the future, like really successful. But please do not just like laze it, like don't be lazy with it just because now you feel like yeah, I'm gonna be successful. Because the thing is, what I'm reading right now is according to the current situation. So if you change anything about yourself, or oh, I know this is happening, so I'm gonna do it differently, then the result is not going to be the same. So keep doing what you're doing, keep working hard and everything, and you will achieve your goal. Yeah, that's what comes up to me. And let's look at your future. Hello, I'm so sorry, the filming paused because I don't have enough storage. Anyways, I will just get back to the very beginning of this card. So this card is the 7 of Cups, and it's not exactly a bad card as well, so that's a good thing. The number 7 talks about reflection and assessment, and the Suit of Cups talks about like emotions, relationships, intimacy, and creativity. And so in terms of that, I'll just talk about how like relating that with the visual elements, because it's about reflection and assessment. There's all these cups in front of this person, and this person is kind of in awe. Like, I don't actually know if it's in awe, but like they don't exactly look sad, they look quite happy actually. Like at one point you might be kind of happy and bright about facing all of these decisions, but also stuck at the same time, like, oh no, what should I choose? But at this point you have to consider that like these are all really good looking decisions. Like there's people going after you, there's houses, there's jewelries, but at the same time there's also dangerous things. And this jewelry thing this thing in front of the jewelry cup, at least, is covered by a cloth. It might be dangerous or bad decisions that's like disguising themselves to be really good looking deals, you know? And also this fog thing, it makes it look like it's a fever dream. I don't exactly know what that means, but it feels like it's like basically it's too good to be true, you know? Like that's the vibe that it's giving me. So please analyze, assess the situation, assess every single option, think about it thoroughly and what might actually lies behind it, and reflect, like, do you actually deserve it? Like, I'm not saying that you're not good enough or anything, but there's sometimes it's just too good to be true and you're just like, you should think about why is this available to me? And just like think about it, not be just like grateful, oh, maybe I'm just lucky. Like, everything happens for a reason. So just think thoroughly about that. And also, there is that holy light thingy that's behind this person. So I feel like, I won't say like stress too much about it, because it do seem like there are guardian spirits or something, just guardians looking after you. But you yourself have to take care of yourself, you know? Like, just please think carefully about things. And yeah. With that being said, I will go into the actual definition of this card. So this is 7 of Cups. You're blessed with lots of choices, which can sometimes feel like a curse because you can't have them all. Some of the options are realistic, achievable ones. Others are imaginary possibilities, fantasies that are less likely to manifest. Still, others may fear that can lead them an unhappy, unfulfilling path. All of the alternatives tugs at your heart in some ways. Making this decision is even more difficult. So the advice is to step back and get a larger view, bring in some logical and rational analysis to give some perspective to your emotional responses. So yeah. Alright, something that I said previously before when the filming thing didn't happen, is that sometimes you feel like you'd absolutely have to make a decision because there are options available to you. Sometimes things might contradict and you're just like, oh, what should I choose? But sometimes just think, will you just be better off without any of these? Because you've been doing well so far without it. I suppose you're doing good because there are so many good things available for you. So do you really need to accept it? And when you do, really ask yourself why. And just, yeah, like, should you take the risk or not? Of course there are good risks. Like, IB tells us to be a risk taker, so I'm quite familiar with that. But it's just like, need to do a risk assessment, basically. Okay, but that's not a bad thing. Like, I'm just saying that you need to consider wisely about your options. That's basically it. But it's a pretty positive card because, like, you need to be good in order for people to want to manipulate you in these ways, like, I don't know, bribery? I don't know. But, yeah. That's about it for this card. Let's look for a general advice for you from the moon. So, your advice is to take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. So this card is about, like, the time after the full moon. It's about how the intensity of the moon has abated. And what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about now has peaked. And it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening right now is for the best. Try to accept the way things are right now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't all be on all the time. If you feel like you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some ways, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. Okay, so this card is about reflection. This card is about reflection. They go hand in hand. Okay, continue. The attune to the moon is that I am where I am, and it's okay. More about this. Do you really need additional things? Because you are you there already. You're fine. Right? That's a question that you should ask yourself. And additional meaning for this card is that you should know where you stand either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for yourself. For good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else and avoid falling into a slump. The teaching for this card is that the disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of energy that comes with the full moon. No matter when you pick this card, it suggests that you're at a more tranquil point in life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new, and the disseminating moon is the time to breathe out. Give yourself some time off and think about what has passed. And so yeah, to sum things out, I would feel like this time, this is just like, this card is basically like, you've worked hard. It's time for you to rest. You might feel like, oh, I'm so tired. Like, maybe you might even feel like you want to give up. But I would just say that success is within reach. It's possible. Not like, if you give up right now, it will be very sad, because like literally it's like, it's telling you that if you carry on as you are right now, you will be successful. You will be happy in whatever you're trying to achieve. But the thing is, when there are many options available to you, please do consider things wisely. And that's basically the sum of this reading. I hope that it made sense. I hope that it resonates, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that there was that weird cut in the middle. Things happened. It's weird. But yeah, but please communicate with me about what you think about the reading. Please consider to comment, like, and or subscribe, and share my channel with your friends. Also, I am starting to consider charging like $2 to $5 per question. Of course, that's only after the free reading. Like, the free reading is like a trial, and then if you want a more detailed or in-depth reading, or like want to ask more questions, and that requires a little charge, but not a lot, because I don't feel like I'm good enough. But I also am spending a lot of effort, so if you think that that's doable, please also talk to me about it, because I really value your opinion, and you are the customer, so you can tell me whether or not you think it's worth it. Anyway, that's it for today. That's it for this reading. I hope to see you next time, and